Neither one of us look like we've aged a day over 25.
Oh, that's a damn lot.
The Block C Brotherhood.
Thanks for that wheelchair and all the CTE and broken bones you gave me.
I had a built-in competitor with me, and that was Casper. I had to pull a map out to see where the hell was Minnesota. Some of it was at Bojangles. Bernie's had some of it, and Billy G had the rest of it.
Tailgate Talks is proudly presented by our title sponsor, Green's Beverages, South Carolina's go-to spot for all things beer, wine, and spirits. This episode is brought to you by the High Rise Beverage Co., real fruit-infused THC and CBD seltzers with zero artificial flavors or colors. Born in South Carolina, High Rise is here to help you elevate every moment, from the tailgate to game day. Sip smart, sip local. Buy High Rise Beverage Co. at your nearest Green store today.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Steelhead Brewing in Casey has you covered. Whether you're craving a refreshing craft beer or just a great time with friends and family, Steel Hands has it all. With a variety of craft beers, spacious outdoor beer gardens, and a delicious food menu, there's something for everyone. Plus, join them for free live music every Thursday through Sunday. Visit steelhandsbrewing.com to see their lineup of upcoming events or host your own. Handforce and Casey and voted best local brewery again this year. Go visit steelhandsbrewing.com.
All right, tailgaters, welcome back. We got another episode with a special guest, one of my all-time, well, both of our all-time favorite teammates, Jasper Brinkley. Man, welcome to the freaking show, pal.
Man, what's up, fellas? Hey, glad to see you guys, man. You guys look good. Neither one of us look like we've aged a day over 25.
Oh, that's a damn lie.
That's a lie like hell. Damn.
No, but appreciate you joining us. Yeah, I mean, shoot, when Steve and I came in there, you were the big dog on campus. Like you were, going into your senior year and all that. So you helped, and we've had a lot of guys talk about kind of the ramp up of their time at Carolina, but you were a guy that Steven and I both looked up to and did everything the right way and kind of molded the program. Like obviously 2007, 2008, like they were way better after even Steven and I left, but
Yeah.
that was you were a huge part of the ramp up and changing the culture and passing the program off. So appreciate everything you did at Carolina.
No, I appreciate that, guys. I just remember when I was getting recruited out of Georgia Military College and having that conversation with Coach Spurrier and Coach Tyrone Nix.
Yep.
They spoke of, why not come here and help change the culture here?
Yep.
And, coming from a military school, I had that background.
Yep.
And all I knew was to work, grind, scratch, claw, and to lead, lead my teammates, not only leading by saying, but also leading by example.
Well, you did it, man. You did it.
You did
wholeheartedly with everything you had. I mean, you must have been like 330 pounds back then because you were the heaviest freaking linebacker I ever hit. But you did it with every ounce of you.
What was your playing weight? I mean, you had to be 260, right?
So when I first got there, I was 255, and I played amazing at 255. But after that knee injury, I sat in a wheelchair for I want to say like 6 weeks. Mm-hmm. And man, whatever weight piled up on me in that wheelchair stayed with me.
Yeah, it happens in a hurry.
Yeah, but I got up to 270. Yeah.
It helps in lead week and ISO and all that stuff. I felt all 270 of it. So thanks for that wheelchair and all the CTE and broken bones you gave me.
Right. Yeah, man.
Let's kind of rewind a little bit and start back to kind of your upbringing. Obviously, you had a twin brother who played at Carolina too, who also made a huge impact there. But talk about kind of the upbringing. Y'all grew up in Georgia, if I remember correctly, and talk about the sports you played at a young age, and obviously having a wingman go out there to compete and everything y'all went through as a young kid.
Yeah. So I, the funny thing I tell people is I had a built-in competitor with me, and that was Casper. So everything we did was always competition. That's all I ever knew, man, was compete. And I was always competing against pretty much myself because we looked just a damn alike. Mom and father, they taught us the value of a dollar and hard work. We was always working, doing extra things with my dad, cutting grass on the weekends. He always told us, look, I know you guys want to go hang out with your buddies, but I don't care what you guys do on Friday night. Just know Saturday morning we were up at 7 a.m. cutting grass.
Yep.
Um, but came from a great high school program too. Shout out to my Thompson Bulldogs,
Yep.
Titletown. You know, we went 15-0 in 2002. We had like 9 guys go D1.
Holy
So
cow.
yeah, and it's a town of 5,600 people. So a close knit town. Everybody knows each other. Football town. It's a football town. The city shuts down when it's time to play football on Friday nights.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, it is like everybody kind of. I mean, even I forget the impact of what high school football has on a community and the people that go to play. I mean, like Jimmy Legree last week talked about his high school coach that drove him up to South Carolina when Jimmy couldn't afford to come up to South Carolina to go to a camp. He paid his way to go to the camp, paid for the
Yeah.
gas mileage, got him recruited there, and the impact that
Yeah.
high school coaches have on young athletes. I mean, that's the foundation of it, right?
Yeah. So the crazy thing with us too also is like my dad didn't play football, and if you see my dad, you'll be like, "What? Wait, you guys came from that?" Because my dad is he's little, man. He's little. But it was my cousin that he saw something in Casper and I at our youth football age, and he was like, "Man, you guys got an opportunity to be
Yep.
different." And my granddad always used to tell us that we were going to be special, also. So
Yep.
just had some great people pouring into us. Shout out to my cousin Reggie Brinkley introducing us to the game of football because I mean, without him, man, we would have never found this game that
Yep.
we love with a passion.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Let me ask you this. I know we normally ask, everybody, we ask Melvin and, all these other guys that we've had on that have been successful in college, not only in college, but also in the NFL.
Yeah.
Did you play any other sports growing up or was it strictly football or?
No, Steve. It was strictly football. It was
That's
strictly
awesome.
football for me. Yeah, but Casper dabbled. Yeah, Casper dabbled in basketball, and I think he saw a guy dunk in a summer tournament. He
Yep.
dunked on a couple of teammates, and he was like, "Oh no," he was done.
I'm out.
Yeah, he said it was something crazy, like the guy did a windmill or something. I was like, "Oh no."
Yep.
Yeah,
They ain't posterizing me. That's for dang
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I got you. Well, we'll talk a little bit about kind of your recruiting process. Obviously, going to Georgia military, like you harped on earlier.
Yeah.
Like, did you have big time offers coming out of school, and then just had to go to Georgia military, or what was that process like?
Well, a couple of schools came in and was looking. I think like Georgia Southern or somebody, but obviously I didn't have the grades in high school, so I had to go to Georgia Military College. And my first year there, I was shoot, I want to say a JUCO All American, man.
Yep.
Yeah, honorable mention. I don't know if we can count that, but
Yep. Hey,
Yeah.
take
No,
anything you
shit,
get.
yeah. Shit,
yeah,
yeah.
first year, yeah. And then that's when all the schools start coming. Like I remember seeing a scout from the Colts came in up there, and he was like, "If you put your hand in the dirt, you'll make a lot of money on Sundays." I was like, "Oh man, I can really do this." And
Yeah.
then a lot of the big time D1 schools started coming. The Carolinas, the Arizona States, Clemson came in late. Florida came in late. South Carolina came in early. University of Memphis when D'Angelo Williams was there.
Yep.
Who else? Mississippi State. Um, but I honestly had committed to Arizona State because the Bill Miller, the linebacker coach that was there, he coached Ray Lewis at Miami, and I was like, Coach, I don't really need to hear nothing else. I
Yeah,
already
I know.
you got that guy on your background. Like, that's all I need. Yep.
Yeah,
So went out there. We verbally committed. Came back and was about to take the trip to Memphis. Coach Nix and Coach Cooper was
Yep.
at Augusta Regional Airport, hiding behind the bushes.
Yep.
They was like, "Hi, y'all thought y'all was gonna leave us." So they was like, "Hey, listen, just come see South Carolina, and let us know what you guys think." And then Coach Spurrier left a voicemail on my. I'll never forget. He left that voicemail on my phone, and I let my cousin Reggie Brinkley hear it. And he was like, he called us cuz. He was like, "Cuz, think about it. They kick college football off every year. They always have national television time.
Mhm.
Like that'd be a great, and it's in the SEC. That's a great school to go to." and start something. You can be the first to start something.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
And it's close to home too, not too
yeah,
far away. Yep.
yeah. So we end up taking a visit there, and I remember Brandon Isaac, because Brandon Isaac went to Georgia Military with us as well. He was one of our hosts, and Lance Lorley,
Yeah.
Colin Double L. He was a linebacker too. So
Yep.
and
Big
they
dude.
showed us a good time, and me and Casper was looking at each other like, "Hey man, I think." I was like, "Hey, you can go to Arizona State. I'm gonna stay here." Yeah.
No, for real.
Oh,
Did y'all ever talk about splitting up?
uh, no, we didn't. Honestly, with only 2 years left after JUCO, because I had my mind set I was going to Georgia, and
Yep.
they only wanted me, and
Mhm.
and I wasn't leaving my brother, so I was like,
Yep.
"Hey, either it's both of us or it's none of us."
Yep.
And plus, they wanted me to play DN, and
Yep.
at this time they had Charles Johnson, Will Thompson.
Yep.
Um, they had one more guy.
And they,
He
was
passed.
one of the was the older Gathers there?
Uh, no, I think
I
he had
think.
Robert. I think Robert had just left.
Okay.
But
Okay.
man, I can't remember his name, man. But he was a dog. He was a
Oh,
dog.
it was probably
He
the
he
dude
he
who hurt his
passed
neck.
away.
Pollock? David
Yeah,
Pollock?
David Pollock.
No, it was after him. The guy thinking of, he passed away, man. He was a dog. He
Okay.
was a dog. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, well, glad they were selfish and they would only take you because that led you to Carolina with your
Yeah.
brother. Um,
Yep.
and that is funny. Did you wear 52 like in high school? Like was 52 always the number because you wanted to be like Ray Lewis?
No, it was 91 in high school. Actually, I was one like a edge guy,
Yep.
defensive end, stand up defensive end. We used to read the helmets of the tight end the whole time, but
Yep.
got to Georgia Military College and played outside linebacker.
Mhm.
Uh, but I wore number 52 there, and that's how the love for number 52 started. Obviously, it was Ray Lewis' number. Um, yeah,
And Lottie Adjuboy had number 91.
yeah, he
Lottie,
did.
I give my boy.
He did. He did.
Frickin' Lottie, man.
Well,
Do you keep in contact with any of those guys?
Yeah, all the guys, man. I'll see some of the guys on Instagram or Facebook, and I'll reach out. We still stay in contact. Kind of like when I see you guys,
yeah,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
make a little emoji on under a picture or something.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, we had some freaking characters during our time. Oh my
yeah, we
goodness
did,
gracious.
we did.
Um, yeah, let's just leave it at that. They were characters.
The craziest thing, man. What I tell everybody is like, the emergence of Melvin Ingram.
Yep.
Because when he came in, he was behind me, and I
Mhm.
look at it every day. I'm like,
Yeah.
man, Melvin was so great, but he was playing inside linebacker. And he was a hell of a outside linebacker.
Yep.
Like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Well, Melvin made my world a living hell for 2 years while you were the starting linebacker because he was on scout team over working against the starting offense and tried to obliterate me every single play. So thank
Yeah.
you. You
No,
couldn't
and
give
he
him a
was
little bit of PT to like get him over there with the guy.
no question. He was wildly athletic too, man. Never seen a guy that athletic.
Yeah, I
He
agree.
could do it all.
I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, we had a lot of like freak athletes. I mean, even like, guys like Stoney Woodson and Carlos
Yeah.
Thomas and guys that like you didn't have like big, long, crazy NFL careers, but like were
Right.
absolute freaks. Like
Oh yeah.
I still think Chris Hale might have been one of
Chris
the most
Hale.
athletic
Oh
human beings I've ever
yeah.
been around in my entire life.
Yeah.
But he couldn't stay out of trouble.
Yeah.
So,
Chris was special, man. He was special.
well, talk about how Georgia military kind of prepped you and primed you for transitioning to the SEC with those leadership skills, kind of the recruiting pitch that Coach Spurrier gave you of like, man, come help me build this culture. Talk about how that kind of you being at Georgia military, you embodied all that stuff.
Yeah, so when I first got there, man, is this thing they call probation period. They put you on probation period for about 6 weeks where you can't drink anything but water. You can't drink fruit punch or anything. It's strictly water. You have to wear the long tube socks. You have to wear the thigh shorts is what I call it. They stop at the thighs. You have to tuck your t-shirts in. I was in 1st Battalion first, and that's with the real military people.
Yeah.
So I got it then. I got it early because I got there early as well. And then by the spring, I was in 2nd Battalion. That's like the athletes with a couple of real military people blending in, but man, they made us learn how to march and everything. We had to learn that land nav. When I tell you, man, that was eye opening and life changing. And your uniform had to be 2 creases in the front, 3 creases in the back. Use brasso on all your brass, and everything had to be centered right. Belt had to be centered right. Boot had to be shined every morning. Bed had to be folded 4 hospital corners, or your platoon sergeant or your captain, they'll come in and throw your whole room out in the hall. Like,
Oh, you're still scarred by it. I can tell.
I wouldn't say scarred, man. I'll say, man, it definitely changed the way I do things, and attention to detail in a lot of things that I do. It was a great experience in life. Met a lot of great people, a lot of great friends. I'm glad to have went to Georgia Military College in Millersville.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of star college NFL guys went there. I mean, it
Yeah.
pumped out prospects left and right.
Oh, yeah.
That's where Lottie and Clifton Gathers went just after you, right?
No. Lottie, I think they went to Hargrave.
They went to
Virginia.
Harvard. Yeah. You're right.
Okay, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, because they
But
didn't
there was a couple.
lose any years of eligibility.
Yes. Yeah. Well, when you got to Carolina in 2006, you hit the ground running. You came in and started playing right away.
Yeah.
Obviously playing in so you went from being an outside backer to inside,
Yeah.
and then you truly found your home. But talk about, so who all was there? Was Cody Wells there yet?
Yeah, Cody Wells,
Yeah.
Jordan Lindsay,
Oh gosh,
Austin Lindsay, Gerard Sinclair,
Giovanni.
Rodney Park was a true freshman.
yeah,
He earned himself a starting role.
yeah. Greg Wright,
G. Wright, yeah.
Yeah.
Greg, yeah. We had D. Stu came in that year, Darian Stewart, Captain Munderland, Emmanuel Cook,
Cook,
Fred Bennett on the outside, Carlos Thomas on the outside.
Yep.
Yeah, you had
a lot of dudes.
Yeah, Nathan Pepper,
Yeah.
Jasper, man. Yeah, we had a squad, man. We was
It is crazy, like reminiscing on your college days, like like the NFL is so transactional, and like here today, gone tomorrow, and even the way college football is now, it's pretty similar to the NFL model. But back in our day, how wholesome it was, like you commit somewhere and it's a 4-year scholarship, and you're giving the place everything you got, and to hear you roll off the entire starting defense in the recruiting class in that year,
yeah.
I mean, it's incredible. Like it just shows the impact that a place can have on you.
Damn near 20 years later. It's crazy.
Oh yeah. No, I mean it was that important though. It was that. Plus being the QB of the defense, man. Hey, you got to know how each guy tick. Every guy's different. And Chris Hampton, who's a defensive coordinator at Oregon right now, was a safety as well. So one of the smartest guys. I used to compete against him. Coach Nitz and Coop, they'll put their Bears guy up, and we get on the board and compete against each other. So I mean, the competition was always there.
Yeah. Now, did Coach Nix and Coach Spurrier basically during the recruiting process at Georgia Military tell you that you were a day one starter? Or did you come in and have to earn it?
Oh, I had to earn it. They say we'll give you an opportunity to earn it. So when I touched foot down in Columbia, man, I was 110 miles per hour every day. So bad where I think I knocked the hell out of Kenny McKinley. I knocked the hell out of Sidney or Kenny at practice, and they took me out. That was early.
Coach Spurrier ain't about that.
Yeah, they took me out early, and but I had to show them like this is who I am. This is what you get.
Yeah. Well, I remember during my recruiting process. I mean, obviously, I was a 2-star and a late bloomer. I didn't get offered to Carolina until the end of 2006.
Right.
But when I went up and took my visit, like all the highlights, and he's recruiting me to play like fullback tight end, and I'm seeing the highlights, and I'm like, No, I'm not ready to block big number 52. No, I'm not ready for that yet.
Yeah,
And then obviously getting on campus and seeing how like just the culture that was already in place and how
yeah,
you guys took our 2007 recruiting class because I think we were the number 4 class in the country or 6 class in the country. How you guys welcomed us with open arms, but like didn't shy away from hey, like you guys are supposed to be something. Like
Oh yeah.
bring it. Like don't
for,
hold back. Come on, you need to hit the
yeah,
ground
for
running. We need
sure.
to get this thing going.
For sure. And that's how it's supposed to be, man. I always used to hear a story about, old heads that kind of, I don't know, they're scared, but hey, we trying to change the program here.
Yep.
Like let's change it all
Yep.
together.
Well, you
And I
did it.
mean, for all intents and purposes, yeah, we did it. And I remember I went up there early. Obviously got in trouble a little bit, but I mean, I remember seeing you and your brother and the Lindsay twins. I was like, these are some big motherfuckers, man. Like I don't know if I can do this.
I
Yeah.
second guessed it too.
If I get hit by these guys, I might be snapped in half. But I mean, like, what Pat was saying, like you guys kind of welcomed us with open arms and kind of showed us how a work ethic's supposed to be, how a team's supposed to be. And, we kind of took it and ran with that. And, we do appreciate you and all those other boys for kind of leading the way, man. Like you guys definitely showed us how it's supposed to be done.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it, man. And that's what it's supposed to be. We're supposed to come back
Yeah.
10, 20 years from that time and be
Bring
able
it
to
in.
talk about this type of stuff. So,
Yeah, well, not only that, but like freaking Black Iron. Holy smokes. Like
yeah.
if Jasper didn't scare me, Black Iron scared the shit out of me. Like,
Yeah. No, that was funny, man. He scared me. I'm not gonna lie. If I'm being quite honest, I was like, man, it's almost like I'm back at Georgia Military Academy.
Yeah, no.
But man, he definitely pushed me to a limit where I could break through that threshold and be a better me and a better player. Even to the point where I used to run with the DBs just to make them mad.
I remember that. Like, who's this big ass dude running circles around these DBs?
Yeah.
Well,
No, that was
then,
cool.
well, you did that, and then I think E Wood started doing it
Yep.
too. So like you
Yeah.
kind of brought on that culture and
Yeah.
that competitive nature. I
Oh
remember,
yeah.
I mean, my freshman year in 2007, I got there. I was 219 pounds when I stepped on campus,
Right.
and I was like, I was the biggest kid at my high school at 217. Like I was like, okay, I'm a dude. And I got there, and I'm like, oh wait, like the 3 linebackers I have to block are. I think Casper's a little bit smaller than you. Casper's 255 or 260.
Yep.
You're 260,
Yep.
270, and then Wood
Oh yeah.
at Will is 255,
About
260.
40
I'm like,
something. Yeah.
what in the like? These are defensive linemen. These aren't linebackers.
Yeah. Hey, at that point in the SEC, yeah, you had to have some big back.
Yes,
Yeah.
I mean that was the game back then. It wasn't today's game where our
Cody was
linebackers are
like that.
220 pounds and run 4.4.
But I mean that the game now is where these linebackers got to be able to cover the tight ends. Tight ends aren't as they're not.
Yeah.
Who was Pavlovich
No,
wasn't a
it
tight
wasn't
end.
Pav.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pav and
No,
Andy
it
Boyd
was
are
it,
ain't tight
Yeah.
ends
yeah, it
anymore.
wasn't. No, it's guys that are able to scamper around the Jared Cooks of the world. You got to have
Yeah.
linebackers that can cover those kind of guys. So yeah, I mean
Oh yeah.
the game has changed drastically. I'm obviously you're coaching the league right now. You kind of see that happening.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, we always talk about it. Some of the scouts, they'll say like, "Hey, Jasper, man, you was right on the edge of that transition from the downhill thumper type linebacker for back in the day, and then the new age linebackers to where they are now." So I was like, "Yeah, damn, man, I was born too late."
yeah, but you, I mean, at the combine, what'd you run? 4.5,
uh,
4.6?
4, 6, 7. Yep.
I mean, that's moving for 265, 270.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that's rolling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could never do that.
Yeah. Oh
Um,
yeah.
all
Jeez.
right, well, I know that this game rings a bell because it was my first game I was a part of in like a big win at Carolina was 2007 when you picked that pass off to end the game against Georgia. Walk us
Yeah.
through kind of what you saw that play, kind of diagnosing it, and just making the play to seal the game.
Man, we was really in just they were they was trying to take the Hail, they had to throw a Hail Mary to
Yep.
beat us. So man, I was just trying to make sure we want to keep them in. Whoever catch the ball, keep them in bounds, and tackle them, get them down, let the time run off.
Yep.
Uh, Captain Munderland was trailing his defender. I think it was Mikey Henderson. I think that's his name. But Captain was playing sneaky coverage on him, and Stafford threw the ball up in the air, and Captain kind of hit it and then kind of kicked it up in the air. And shoot, I was already hustling. Coach always say, "Hey, hustle no matter what, hustle. You'll end up running into a play." So after Captain kicked the ball up in the air, I was just looking at it, I was like, whoa, I got an opportunity to get this. In this state, in between the edges,
out.
I got to get this. So, I caught it. Once I caught it, it seemed like everything just quieted, turned quiet. And then, because as I was running with it, I was thinking like, damn, y'all didn't want to take me and my brother. We sticking the fork in your ass now. So
yeah, I love that.
Perfect, man. It was perfect.
Yeah. How about that now, dogs? That's great. Well, I mean, then 2 weeks later when we played LSU, that's when you hurt your knee. Walk us through that a little bit.
Hustling again. E. Cook had knocked the hell out of the receiver. I can't remember what receiver it was, but E. Cook knocked the hell out of him. He came down. Great tackle. I'm hustling, trying to put my hands out to kind of stop myself, but my hands went over the receiver's back and shit went into my leg, hyperextended. I felt the weird little crunch. I knew something was up because I never had felt the pain like that before. And mind you, I was just getting over a staph infection too on that knee.
I remember that kind of plagued the whole. I don't know. Was it there was a lot of guys on defense that had the staph deal going on.
Yep. So when that happened, man, I went to the sideline. I looked at Coach Nick. He gave me this look like, "You okay?" And I said, I'm lying to myself, but I was like, hell yeah, I'm good. I'll be right back. So went inside. I think they did a couple of X-rays. Then I heard someone score on LSU side, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta hurry up. I was like, hey, we gotta hurry up. Give me something for this. Like I need to be back on the field. So I got back on the field, man, and bro, I think I tried to shuffle lateral, and I felt my hamstring tearing as I was shuffling. I was like, man, I got to get out of this game. I'm not helping. I'm doing the team a disservice right now. And shit, as the game was over, man, took that shower and just saw how big that knot was on the side of my leg. And shoot, I knew it was over. I'll never forget. Dr. Guy came in that room and closed the door, and he dropped his head. When he dropped his head, man, I just started crying because I already knew it was over, man. I already knew.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that was I think that was the LSU game where they did that fake field goal, right? Where he flipped it over his head and the guy ran. Am I right there?
Yeah, no, you're right.
It was like a 40-yard touchdown. This little tiny white kicker running down, scooting down the sideline.
Man, I wanted to be a part of that game so bad because I felt like that was the game that was going to be the turning of the tide for us as a team. Yep. I really did.
Well, you and Jared Cook got hurt in that game too. I think he got hit in the kidney or something and had an injury and missed majority of the game.
Greg Stelz, I think, hit him, the safety.
Yes.
Yeah, he was.
Exactly.
They were him out there. They were him. Yeah. But no,
well, they won the national championship that year, so that was a pretty darn good football team. But when we lost you, we did not win the national championship because we went on to lose 5 games in a row.
But you know what's funny, man? All the guys on the team that they still talk about that to this day, and I was like, man, there's no way I was that important to one unit. But man, just hearing the guys and then looking at when like when Ray Lewis left the Ravens or something like that, man, like bro, there's
a lot of impact when the guy that everybody looks to for answers and clean stuff up, and I mean, the impact you had on that team. I mean, you were the dude on defense. You were the ringleader. You were the captain. And when you lose somebody like that, it's irreplaceable.
But, I mean, it wasn't only defense, dude. Like, I mean, we looked up to you as young guys on offense too. I mean, don't think we didn't. We saw how you operated. We saw how you worked, and how your attention to detail and everything. I mean, obviously, I didn't follow in those exact footsteps with staying
Yeah.
clean, but
Far from.
No, bro, you just needed some time. That's all. You were great, man. You was a hell of an athlete, bro. Like, don't. If anybody ever tell you anything different, bro, don't listen to that.
Yeah, no
I
doubt.
would have listened to it anyway. I'd have a hard time listening.
No, man, I love that. I love what you brought, man. I love the wild guy thing about you, man. I really did, bro. I thought it was cool. I thought it was different, and we needed different. So,
Yep, no doubt. Well, we got you back in 2008. I mean, I guess the only silver lining of that injury was you were able to come back and play another year. So we got you back in 2008. Talk about kind of that season coming back from the injury, what it took, and then knowing this was your last year at Carolina, like what it truly meant.
Man, honestly, that season was hard. Just the rehab process. Not only the rehab process, man, but we lost Coach Nix. Coach Brian Van Gorder came in for like 4 weeks.
Yep.
He took another job somewhere else, and also Coach what was
Was it Coach Ellis Johnson?
Yeah, Coach Johnson came in, and just man trying to learn, man, really 3 different coordinators all in the off season, man. That's tough, man. That was tough on us, but swallowed my pride and bought in, because Coach Johnson wasn't gonna fold. He wasn't gonna bend or anything. Like, listen, either you're gonna play my way or you're not gonna play. Man, I really turned into a 2-down linebacker when he got there.
Yep.
Until we played in the Outback Bowl. I mean, everybody was kind of in trouble.
Yeah.
So
we might not have won the bowl game, but we won the party down there for sure.
No doubt.
Yeah, no question, man. But no, I had a great game that game. It kind of springboarded my pre-draft process. Yep.
Because they had Sean Green. I mean, Sean Green was one of the top backs off the board, and he was a stud.
Yeah, no question. I think he still ran for like 120 on 119, 21 for 119 or something like that. I remember that.
I was about to say you remember that distinctly.
Yeah, and Chad Greenway let me know as soon as I got here too about that game.
But it is so true. I mean, you were the Mike linebacker, you were the plug. Like, you took pride, and if somebody tore up your defense, like, you remembered that stuff. You carried receipts.
Oh yeah. No, that's cool. That's cool, man.
Hey, Gamecocks! At Granger Owings, style starts with you. From custom fits to emerging brands, they offer a curated selection of women's and men's clothing for work, weekends, and every moment in between. Their stylists take the time to understand your lifestyle, then help you build a wardrobe that fits your needs and feels like you. Shop in store downtown on Main Street and Trenton Plaza, or book a fitting online at GrangerOwings.com. Granger Owings, where personal style meets personal service.
Tailgate Talks is brought to you by JCQ Farms, a proud South Carolina family farm rooted in tradition and built on quality. Whether it's their premium beef, farm fresh produce, or their signature smoked meats, JCQ Farms brings the taste of the South straight to your table. Perfect for your next tailgate, backyard barbecue, or family dinner. Remember, always support your American farms because they are drying out each day. Support local, eat better, and stock up for the season. JCQ Farms, where quality meets Carolina pride.
Listen up, Gamecock Nation. Meet your new favorite streamer, Deputy Smitty. A former police officer and diehard South Carolina Gamecock fan, Deputy Smitty brings action-packed content to life every night on Twitch starting at 9:30 p.m. Connect with him on social media by searching Deputy Smitty and join his growing community on Discord at discord.gg/Deputy Smitty. So grab a drink and catch the thrills, laughs, and plenty of Gamecock pride in every stream.
We'll talk about kind of finishing up with Jasper at Carolina and what it meant kind of like, start to finish. I mean, Jasper, like, he did a mini camp, right? Or did he do 1 year in the NFL?
Yeah, he did 2.5 years on the P squad with the Panthers.
Yeah, okay, that's what it was.
Man, but when he first left, man, I was like, damn, we supposed to be leaving together. And then, because after that first year, Pat, I could have left. I
Yep.
could have left the first year with Sydney. You know, we talked a lot. Sydney was my roommate when I first got to Carolina early, and then just looking at the year I had after that first year in the SEC, man, you know, with Patrick Willis and Gerard Mayo being first team All SEC, that was kind of unheard of, coming straight from JUCO to be able to
Yep.
do that in 1 year. Like, it was kind of, everybody was saying, "Hey, man, you should leave," but I was like, "Nah, man, I don't. Number one, I don't want to leave my twin, and number two, I can come back next year and be a top
Yep.
pick at this position. Like, come
Yep.
on, man.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't want to leave that on the table.
Yeah.
I mean, could you imagine this day and age with NIL and all that? I mean, real quick, just to kind of pick your brain on that aspect. I don't know if you're going to get. I mean, you can talk about NIL, right?
Oh yeah. I can talk about NIL. Yeah.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on that? Just kind of the whole aspect of college football and where it's at right now compared to when we were playing.
Man, honestly, man, I like it, Steve. I like it because, you know, I remember what it was like not to be able, not to had to eat the what it was, Bojangles that was right by the facility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All we could afford back then.
Yeah. So I mean, I like it, man. I think it's cool. I think it needs to be more of more programming around it as far as the understanding the financials of it.
Yeah.
You know, because, you know, a lot of guys, you know, they come from different backgrounds and different circumstances, and, you know,
No
when
doubt.
you don't have that trained mind on that type of stuff, man, you
Yeah.
can easily mess it up.
Yeah.
And
I
you
mean,
know, Uncle Sam's gonna come get his. Uncle Sam's gonna come get his.
Every
I mean,
time.
the
Yeah.
financial literacy piece. I mean, I remember at 22 years old, my rookie contract. Not that it was millions and millions of dollars, but even having a couple $100,000, I didn't know what to do with it.
Right.
What am I
Yeah.
doing? Well, how come 46% of it's gone? Like, what's going on here?
Oh yeah.
So having that background and I mean, honestly, like implementing that stuff in high school,
Yeah.
because I mean, NIL's touching high school nowadays, and these
Yeah.
recruits that are going to colleges are like, they're going there because they're making money. They're not planning on making money when they get there. Their money's already there.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that's like, that's another question. We'll get to it later on when we talk about what you're up to now. But I mean, it's a different world right now. But I for dang sure wish I had more than just $46 or whatever they gave us, whatever the weekend money was. Like, was gone before I got anywhere on Friday night.
Yeah, what? Some of it was at Bojangles. Some of it was at what's the chicken spot that was down the road by University
Bernie's.
Bernie's. Yeah, Bernie's had some of it, and Billy Gidi had the rest of it.
Yeah, went all the great spots.
Yeah.
Shout out to Village Idiot.
3 thriving businesses in Columbia to this day.
Yeah. Oh, that was funny.
Well, talk about the draft process and getting ready for the combine and everything that took.
So I ended up going to Parisi's in New Jersey.
Okay.
So for me, I knew I had to prove to everybody that I could still run, I could still jump and squat and do all the stuff that happens at the combine.
Mm-hmm.
So I needed to go somewhere where I could focus. I didn't need to go somewhere where it was plush and cozy for me. I needed to go somewhere where I could be like putting in some dog work again. And so I went there, you know, in the cold in New Jersey. And man, got my training on, bro. Like, I was so focused. Nutrition, stuff that we really kind of didn't know about at that point. Knew a little bit about nutrition, but really didn't know it in detail. So went there, learned a lot about myself, learned a lot about, you know, football in general and what it takes to be successful. And body leaned up. I think I stepped on a scale in that pro day at 249. And I heard everybody in the room was like, oh. I even was like that. I was like, man, all right, cool. We got some. So I knew they liked it that, you know, had a great day at the combine. Placed top 10 in everything I did.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Black Iron got you right.
Yeah.
Oh, the heavy Monday, heavy Tuesday, the break on Wednesday, and the Big 12's Thursday and Friday. They got us right. That's one thing. They suck going through it, but they did fine tune us. That's
they did, man.
Talk about, I mean, you were a 5th round pick to Minnesota. Talk about kind of, you know, the draft day and everything that went into that. And then I mean, I would imagine just knowing you channeled your Georgia military right when you got to Minnesota, and you're like, all right, it's time to go to work.
Yeah, yeah. No, on draft day, let me see. Yeah, on draft day, well, I knew I wasn't going to be a first rounder, so that was out the picture. But they told me I could go anywhere from 3 to 5, especially after what I had did at the combine. But
Yep.
just watching in front of the television, it's a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety. Not seeing your name called, and then when you do finally get your name called, man, it's like a feeling that you never had before, because that's kind of what you dream of once you get into this, and just having the opportunity to have an opportunity. That's all I really wanted anyway. Got to Minnesota. I remember I had to pull a map out. Honestly, guys, I had to pull a map out to see where the hell was Minnesota.
Yep.
And I was like, "Whoa, okay, it's up close to Michigan. All right, never been that far up, but okay, we're gonna go with it." Got here, man. It was love. I got on this linebacker room with EJ Henderson. I think he still holds the record for most tackles in the history of college football.
He was a dude at Maryland.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember him.
He, Chad Greenway, first round pick from Iowa, played 9-man football. Dudes like an Energizer Bunny, Ben Lieber, Kansas State, Aaron Henderson, Kenny Anatolu, Heath Farwell, man, legendary special teams guy.
Yeah. He was with me in Buffalo he was my special teams coordinator for 2 years in Buffalo. Yeah. He's a great dude. He was a dog, man, too, on the field.
Yeah, he was, man. So yeah, man, we had some great dudes. Had some great dudes, great veterans. That's what those guys were some great veterans. They took care of me. Then EJ got hurt towards the end of that my rookie season, and we had Brett Favre as well. So EJ got hurt, and I'll never forget Pat Williams, Kevin Williams, Jared Allen, and Ray Edwards was the D lineman. And Pat Williams and Kevin Williams told me, they said, "Hey, Brink, just come on down here. We got you." Now, let me tell you about Pat Williams. He's the grumpy veteran now, and he don't fool with rookies.
Yep.
But I was one of the rookies. It was me and a safety from Ole Miss named Jamarcus Sanford. We were the only two that he fooled with. So, like, to have that from him, man, that was big for me. I'm not gonna lie, because he didn't like anybody. And then playing out there with Antoine Winfield at my corner, and then nickel, Cedric Griffin on the other corner, Madu Williams, Tyrell Johnson, bro.
You had that was a stacked defense.
Yeah, it was a hell of a year that year.
And Sydney was on that team on offense, right?
Yep. Sydney had a breakout year that year. Percy Harvin came in. We had a good draft class too, that 2009. Percy Harvin, Phil Loweholt, myself, Jamarcus Sanford, Asher Allen from Georgia. Yeah, we had a class. Everybody contributed that year as well. So we went to the NFC Championship, lost to the Saints by a field goal.
Yep.
Never sniffed it. Never sniffed a playoff like that again.
Yeah. It is crazy how people take for granted. Like, everyone's like, "Oh, it's the NFL playoffs." It's like, it's hard as hell to make the playoffs.
Yeah, no question.
I only made it 3 of my 10, and it was like, man, you're scraping everything you can. Just give me a shot.
Yeah, no question, bro. What you was on the Super Bowl squad with Atlanta?
Yeah, let's not talk about it. Yeah, that was my last year in Atlanta.
Hey.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. All you can do is laugh. I know.
Yeah. No, that's tough.
A tough one.
That's tough, man. That's tough.
Yeah. I mean, you make it.
Pat, you was good though. I remember we circled you. We circled you when we played y'all. We circled you.
Whoa. I mean, that's the first time I've ever heard somebody circle me on a game plan. Who's this guy that keeps blocking everybody? No, I mean, honestly, like my career went, like, I just needed to be in the right system. Like, I was one of the smaller fullbacks. I was 235, 238.
Yeah.
which is small given that backers in that day were still 250, 245, 250.
Yeah.
So I needed to be in a system like Kyle Shanahan had where we were running wide zone and I was putting, Will linebacker, a Mike linebacker. I was playing in space with somebody who's probably a little more physical than me, but I could stretch the defense. I could attack your outside shoulder, and it wasn't just lead week, ISO. Like that's what I did when I went to Buffalo, and now I'm just a broken old man. But no, I mean, it is crazy how, like I got lucky. Like going into my third year in Atlanta, Kyle Shanahan came, and I was able to play in that offense,
Yeah.
and that really revitalized my career, and ended up kind of catapulting me into 10 years. So it was wild, but I mean, my first NFL touchdown was up there, like we were talking about, was when we played you guys. It was 2012.
12. Yeah.
Yeah, no, 2013. In No, 2012 in Minnesota. Yeah, we
Yeah.
ran. I mean, it was the only time we ever got in the formation, but we were on the goal line and we ran basically like a block down, wide zone,
Right.
fake the other way, and then like a late release. I went out and I blocked the defensive end, hold, push, pull, threw him to the ground and snuck to the corner and was butt naked in the corner of the end zone.
So y'all had to hit us with some sort of a trick play. I see. Okay.
Yeah. I can promise you, with your big ass at Mike linebacker, we weren't running ISO on the goal line. That wasn't going to fare well for this guy.
Oh man, that's funny. No, that's cool, man. It's cool. It was always good to see like former Gamecocks doing their thing on the field. Like I saw Ernest Jones doing this thing right now. We got a lot of guys in the league, man, doing their thing.
We
So
do.
man, it's always good to see our guys.
Yeah, it's. I mean, that was one of my favorite parts of after any NFL game was linking up with the guys you played with or guys that went to Carolina and doing the jersey
Yeah,
swap and taking pictures
yeah.
after the game. It is, it's a special thing to wear the block C and play for the Gamecocks, but then to
Oh
also
yeah.
kind of graduate and keep that legacy going in the NFL and being able to share those memories with guys is what it's all about.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, talk about your transition out of the NFL. So when you retired in, what was that, 2016, 2015? Finished up with the
17.
Giants.
Yeah. 16. Yeah, the end of 16. We moved to Beaufort, Georgia, at the end of that
Okay.
season. Stayed in Beaufort for 2 years. I wanted to be closer home to my parents and stuff, and also be somewhere. I got kids, so I was like, all right, I got to get them in an area where sports is kind of good and the school system is good.
Buford,
And
that's the
that was,
spot. Buford
Yeah,
College.
no,
yeah,
Jesus.
that's one of those spots. So, but we stayed there 2 years. Ended up having some friends in the oil and gas industry.
Mhm.
Uh, Took a kick in the trucking industry.
Mhm.
Um, Cashman and I. So we got out. We moved out to Houston, Texas, and Katy, Texas.
Yep.
Dealing in the oil and gas industry with the frac sand business.
Mhm.
That got slow around COVID, and man, when I say it got slow, it got slow. So we transitioned into cryogenics.
Yep.
So cryogenics was good, especially around that time, and it's still good. That's recession proof. But
Mhm.
doing that, man, I was coming back and forth with Les Pico here in player engagement, and he was letting me speak to the rookies every offseason when they came in to end the program. So I was just doing that, padding my resume with that,
Yep.
giving knowledge to the new and up and coming guys off of my past experiences, and then ultimately had the opportunity to come back here and interview for the job. And so
Yep.
interview, got a call a couple of weeks later, and it was like, hey, you got the job. And
That's awesome.
yeah, it's been a godsend ever since I stepped foot back here in June of 24.
Yeah, there's something about like kind of the locker room in an NFL culture that's just different.
Yeah,
And kind of being away from it, like I'm in real estate development now, work with a great company here in Columbia, South Carolina, but there's still something missing about like that locker room. It was a part of
yeah,
it's a part of your life for as long as it was.
Yeah.
Not having that, it does leave a void, and that's
Yeah.
awesome that you're back in it, and I mean, you made enough impact on Stephen and I when we were 18, 19 years old in Columbia,
Right.
South Carolina. I can only imagine what you're doing to the young and older guys that are there with the Vikings and the impact you're having.
No, man. I'm like I say all the time, man. I'm blessed to have it, man. I'm blessed to make a difference in people's lives. Ultimately, man, it's a brotherhood forever. Once you put that shield on a couple of times, man, it's a brotherhood forever. It doesn't matter what level you're at. Actually, the Block C brotherhood, we have that, and the NFL brotherhood. It looks big from the outside, but it's really small. It's small.
Yeah, well, it is crazy that everybody thinks that just because you're in the NFL, you have everything figured out and you're making
Right.
all this money and this and that. But you'd know better than anybody, like how many lost souls there are that are in that locker room that need
Yeah.
somebody like you to guide them, direct them, help them learn how to grow up. A 22-year-old kid getting 60, 70 million bucks and not knowing what to do with it. Like they need somebody like you to kind of put your arm around them and mentor them. And like the work you're doing is incredible.
Yeah.
And grateful for guys like you that are willing to put in that type of work.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it, man. It's not easy, trying to get guys to believe in you. Trust has to be earned. It's not given. It has to be earned. So, once you earn trust, man, your word it sticks.
Have you noticed a difference in guys that are coming in like rookies that were making a few $1 million in college that are now rookies in the NFL? Have you noticed a difference in, I guess, attitude would be the right
Yeah,
question?
yeah, it's different for them now because they come from it.
Yep.
Right.
Guys come from money now. Versus when we was coming in. We didn't come from it. We didn't come from
Right.
NIL, so we was trying to get to it.
Try exactly. That's
A lot of guys come in now. They've experienced a couple 100,000. Some guys a couple million.
Yep.
Right.
So everybody has a different mindset towards money now.
Yeah. Has that had any impact on, like, does that affect the coaching world at all? Like, are players still open to be developed, having come from, having that opportunity and making money at the college level to go into the NFL? Like, have you
Yeah,
noticed like
I think
development difference?
yeah, I think guys are open. Because once you're in the NFL, either you're gonna be able to make the play or you're not.
Yeah.
And then with guys having certain money, like, hey, this the league now.
Yep.
You gonna buy in or you gonna be gone. It already has an acronym, not for long. So like,
Yep.
you come in here thinking you're gonna be making the rules and stuff. No, not on this level.
There's a video of Bob Knight that when he talks about, y'all ever seen that, when he talks about the bench as the ultimate humbler. It's like a video where he talks and he's doing a press conference and he's like,
Yes.
the ultimate humbler is the bench. Like, you play bad, butt meets bench. Bench welcomes butt. And he goes on, but it's the same thing.
True.
In the NFL alternative, it's the street, right? If you're out of the league, it's hard to get back in.
It definitely is.
All right, well, let's do a quick little rapid fire. A couple rapid fire questions to finish up. We know it's getting late and you're still grinding. So, all right, when Gamecock fans hear your name, what do you hope they remember about you?
No, I was Carolina.
Yep, I love that.
Damn,
That's deep.
that's a hell of a response, dude. Jesus. What advice would you give a kid taking a non-traditional path, such as a military institute or like a JUCO, or because you see it from, for instance, the Chambliss kid from Ole Miss going to D2 now, he's getting paid. So what would be your advice for somebody like that?
I remember your why. When it all breaks down, remember why you're doing it. Remember why you're doing it.
Did he get these questions before? He's got these answers pretty quick?
Well, no, what do you think he does all day, every day? He's like developing like the next generation of athletes. Like, Bike.
I'm getting them fired up right now.
All right. Favorite hit, college or NFL?
You say favorite hit?
Yep.
Oh, definitely that first play against Mississippi State on that Thursday night.
Yep.
Henny, I think that's the quarterback name. Yep,
Yeah.
that was Henny. Yep, first play. Yep, I'll never forget that.
Night.
Yeah,
I think that'd probably be a flag in this day and age.
yeah. I probably would have been kicked out. Yeah, that was helmet to helmet targeting and all of that.
Targeting the whole deal.
Yeah.
Loudest stadium.
LSU, no question.
All right. One teammate from our time at Carolina that doesn't get enough credit.
Ooh, man, that's
a lot of them.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Man, I don't think so. I'm gonna give you about 4. I'm sorry, and then it's gonna be fast. I don't think Captain Mullen got enough credit.
Yep.
I don't think Emmanuel Cook got enough credit.
Yep.
I don't think Kenny got enough credit either. Kenny McKinley. Corey Boyd doesn't get enough credit either.
That's a great call right there.
Yeah. I mean, those were all guys that, and I'm revert back to it because Connor went and won 11 games in a row right after Steven and I left. But it took 2006, 2007, 2008 in those kind of like years where we were figuring it out.
Yeah.
It took those years to kind of catapult the guys after us to really get there.
And one more guy too was Jamon Meredith.
Yes. Jamon, yeah.
He was a very, very athletic lineman. Like the first I had seen with my own eyes, and I don't think he got enough credit.
Yep.
Yeah, I still talk to him on Facebook. We got to get him on the show, man. He's quite a character these days.
Yeah. we got quite a few of those.
Oh yeah, I love it though. I love it. Funniest teammate.
Funniest teammate was Nathan Pepper.
Oh gosh, that's a good one.
I was gonna say either Pep was a good one, but I was gonna say maybe Lottie. Lottie was
Lottie was funny too.
I don't think he intentionally meant to be funny though. I think he was just
Lottie was just Lottie.
He was loco.
Right. All right. Last one here. What was your favorite Coach Spurrier story?
After we beat Clemson in at the end of that 06 season.
Yep.
I think everybody was asking him, was I coming back? And he put me on the stage with a microphone. He was like, "Here, you tell him." I was like, "Whoa."
Put you on the spot.
Right. That's the way to do it. Yeah, hey, I respect that. I respect that, Coach.
I mean, that is one thing about that guy. He was like, there was zero filter. Like, if he felt a certain way, he was going to say it. He was going to put you in an awkward situation. Man, he's one of a kind.
Yeah, he and Miss Jerry, man. She was amazing. She was amazing. Yeah.
She was Steven's favorite coach. Biggest coach for her was not Steven's favorite coach.
No doubt. No doubt. No, I talk to her all the time.
I still remember those cookies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Seems undefeated. Do you real quick, man, do you still talk with Coach Cooper at all?
I talked to him last October, I want to say, because one of the coaches on staff worked with him at Arkansas.
Okay.
But I haven't talked to him since then, though.
I talked to him way more often than I thought I'd ever talk to him in my entire life.
Is he still the head coach of Rhode Island?
Long Island. So kid I've been training since 4th grade is the starting quarterback over there. And
for real?
Yeah, it's just
cool.
He's like, he was down here the last 2.5 weeks, and Coop said to me, "Hey, how's Luca doing? Send me some videos." I'm like, I can't believe I'm talking to Coach Coop, man. This is wild.
That's cool what you're doing too, training the next generation of QBs, bro. That's awesome.
Awesome. No, it is fun, man. It's actually, I was talking with Pat and Dakota and those guys doing the draft prep right now. Got a couple guys down here and had our first meeting with Gruden this morning.
Right.
7 a.m. You want to talk about a guy that
he's intense.
Just he is football and football only and
Yeah.
extremely intense, I was like, holy shit, man. Then Pat, I know you talked about the locker room, and I love doing what I'm doing because I'm still kind of in the game or whatever. But
Yep.
that whole thing this morning kind of reignited like my whole kind of passion for the whole
Steven's
thing.
like, I still got it, baby.
Yeah.
I still got it.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
no, it was pretty cool. But yeah, man, I love seeing that that you're with the Vikings, man, and doing what you're doing. And I'm glad that you came on here, man. You're one of our favorite teammates of all time, and a true Gamecock great. And it's awesome to have you on here and kind of tell your story.
Yeah. Well, you also, I mean, I'm not going to let you go without sharing. Your son plays at Kansas right now, right?
Yeah, my second oldest plays at the University of Kansas. He plays that position they call edge. To me, it should just be outside linebacker, but they call it edge. But yeah, man, 6'4", 250. Man, he's smooth kid, man. Smooth kid.
Yeah.
Smooth
Jeez.
kid, man. One
That's
day
awesome.
one day when I get my opportunity to be in the hall at Carolina, man, I want all my teammates to be there because we all got to get together and hang out, man. So
Yeah. Well, I do know. I mean, obviously, your schedule right now, falls are a little bit busy for you.
yeah,
But if you ever, I'm living back in Columbia now, living here. So if you ever make it back down here in the off season or anything like that, I'd love to connect with you and take you to lunch, grab a beer, reminisce on the old times like this.
for sure, man, for sure. I'm gonna take you up on that too.
Well,
When you do, make sure coordinate with me and
yeah, it's coming up for that trip.
it's a quick little trip. Not too bad.
Yeah. No, man, I'm proud of you guys, man. Pat, you killing it. You killing it in real estate. Steve, you getting the next generation of QB ready, man. Like, man, we're all thriving, man, and I love that. I love that.
Yeah, well, we appreciate you, and you did a lot for us, even without even knowing during your time at Carolina, and then
No
obviously
doubt.
you followed your career in the NFL, and you're doing big things now. So we appreciate you, and the Gamecock Brotherhood is alive and well. It always will be.
Oh yeah. Well, I appreciate you guys. We'll stay connected.
Sounds
Yes,
good,
sir.
Rob.
Absolutely, man.
All right.
See ya.
Appreciate you, man.